We're live.
Are we live?
Oh, we're
We're
live.
live.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Welcome to our Plasma Coin Does Dungeons. I mean, wait, no, that sounds bad.
Plasma Dungeons. Oh my god.
What?
Is that going to be your session when you do the one shot zero? Just Plasma Coin Does Dungeons?
Oh my god. No, like I actually thought of doing a D&D session, but because of the concept, I'm like, this has to be a little bit more than one session, like maybe 3 to 4.
Fair.
It
Yeah.
seems
Nothing like
like
the Ruby campaign, right?
No, I was thinking of doing a Tower of God campaign because honestly, Tower of God
Oh.
is the one anime that could have a D&D made all about its shit.
it seems like
So
it doesn't have
That's
to be
fair.
one session. It could be 3 or 4. That's does not like out of the premise,
Yeah, that's true. Just like a
yeah,
mini session. I see what you're saying. Tower of God would definitely be a little more involved.
because I'd have to write all of that. I have looked into it, and I'm actually kind of
Anyway,
shocked. Anyways, yeah.
yeah, let's focus up.
Yeah.
Never.
Woo! You weren't even in your token wasn't even in game. That one guy. Anyway,
What do you mean?
I'm ATP and I'm the DM today.
Hello.
Before we start, did actually tell Zero I would like him to give the backstory on his token because it's very much that would happen to Zero story. Zero.
Oh, that one. Okay, yeah, that's what you were talking about earlier. Okay, so I literally just looked up Mexican anime, and Jonathan Joestar is the first thing that came up with the sombrero and a mustache. There was literally other actual like Latino anime characters, but that was first. That and a picture of Levi with a different sombrero and a much more sinister mustache.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look that one up. Anyway, we're gonna play some D&D. Why are you now?
I'm all powerful. I too could be Aladdin.
He's a doppelganger. Oh no.
You're Buster.
Okay. So we are here. Guy, Chrysalis and Zero and myself. We're gonna be playing a couple quick sessions of a story. It'll be a fun time. But let's get going. Let's get good. So you all kind of how we started out, both on our social media and in our Discord. I sent a nice little letter. Just a little bit of a backstory for you guys. You all have been training to become astronauts, men in space. Ooh. Oh my god.
No, I was just testing because the chat was being weird for me. You you can see it in the VODs. Anyway, sorry, go on.
Yeah. That's a little weird. But yeah. So you guys were training the next astronauts for there are a few different missions floating around, but one in particular that you guys have all signed up for training for was to explore the next star system. You don't not too much is known about the star system as it's pretty far away from your knowledge. They had to send a lot of different bots and things there to kind of go and scope it out. It just so happens that we have now come up with the technology to send humans there for a short duration of time, just to explore the planet, see what's up, go and collect samples that the bots could not get because they're robots. They only have so much they can do. They're small guys. Um, you have up for this mission under the what did I say? Under the leadership of Major Tom Bowie on the spacecraft. What did I call it? Blind Prophet. You are all very excited. You were instructed to meet the day of, where you would get your final evaluations, you would meet your crew, you'd meet the captain, and then you'd blast off into space. So you all meet up. Very, very sweet and simple. You all meet up at the space station. There is a gentleman there to meet you at the front desk. You have all your things. I'm assuming you brought a few things in a knapsack, just, personal items, things you just wanted to take from home that you wanted to remember family and stuff. When you're all there, you get asked if you have any non-essentials, sharps, food. There is a gentleman there who is patting you down, making sure that you don't have any of it. Do you have anything? Any of you?
Yeah,
No.
I brought this knife, and I also brought this screwdriver, this Phillips head screwdriver, and a couple of wrenches, and this sandwich in case I get hungry on the way up, and my water bottle. Gotta stay hydrated. I take a sip. I think that's
Miguel,
You see this guy unloading all of his pockets into a bin. Do you guys have any reaction to that?
Miguel is over by the nearest trash can, stuffing it with something.
Oh, well.
Don't look over here. Don't look over here.
The guard in charge of patting down that one guy's character, we do not know names yet, just kind of looks at him and goes, "You realize you have all that stuff on the ship already, right? You don't.
well,
You can
yes,
take
but
the sandwich in with you, but you're gonna need to actually eat that before you go."
well,
Yes.
they didn't.
Sandwich.
They didn't give us a lot of details on the mission. They just said, like, it was an entry-level position for space pilots, and, I don't have a lot of experience, but I thought that it's better to be prepared.
Higher ups don't train the new hires like they used to.
Well, I mean, isn't that your job?
I'm just a security guard, my boy.
Well, the higher-ups, they haven't taught us anything, so maybe you could teach us something.
I'm just a security guard, my boy. That is something that, unfortunately, your commander is going to have to deal with. Not my monkeys, not my circus.
Well,
And he looks at. Are you actually blue, Chrysalis?
Yeah.
You're blue.
It's the experiment.
Fair.
what's up with that one?
Down at Chrysalis's character. You don't find that offensive, do you?
Was that a yes or a no?
No.
All
Wait,
right.
did that monkey just talk? Miguel,
Oh, they really
moves the
don't tell
trash
you
can.
everything, do they?
This isn't a normal occurrence. You can't blame. What's your name? What's your name?
Which one?
Miguel. Checkers pokes Miguel in the chest, asking, "What's your name?"
Oh, My name is Miguel.
Yeah,
And he pushes the trash can further.
you can't blame Miguel for being surprised. How many
No, you
talking
can't.
monkeys
The
have you
monkey.
seen in your tenure?
To be honest, I've never seen a monkey up close before. I didn't know they were blue.
Yeah, they don't teach the new guys anything.
They should have at least told you that. And he waves you guys through. Make sure you finish that goddamn sandwich before you.
You can't tell me what to do when you're cutting in and out like that.
I mean, he's not wrong though.
Am I
Yeah, it's fine.
I thought it was
cutting in and
just
out?
me.
Big
Yeah.
oof. Oh well. Uh,
It's tolerable. Not the best, not the worst.
so the security guard sit down in a few seats as he goes and gets the next person to meet you. Stay here and do not move from these spots. He leaves. Do you take this time to talk to each other?
Yes, and touch
Miguel,
stuff.
We
And
move.
yeah, Miguel stands up and goes across the room.
He explicitly did not tell us not to touch anything, so
I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's very fair.
Miguel's just being a rebel without a cause.
Seems like you both are.
so Checkers unwraps his particularly greasy like sandwich. It's got Italian dressing. It's dripping everywhere.
Ew.
He grabs it with both hands and then goes around and like sees a little globe, touches it, spins it a couple times, leaving behind Italian dressing on that. Goes over to the next thing. It's a model spaceship. Touches that. Breaks off a little piece, but yeah, leaves Italian dressing on that as well. And then comes over to Aladdin. So you talk, huh?
That's right.
Can you do math?
I think I'm quite advanced.
How
Monkey knows math.
how do you know? What's
Well,
the
because this
benchmark?
isn't my first time in such a situation such as this.
Oh,
Honestly, I think he's aware because he can speak.
well,
Like I think that's the proof, right? That he's advanced.
I mean, relative to um, monkey kind, that's I'm sorry if that's offensive to you. This is new ground for me. That's advanced for monkey kind, but maybe not so much for our kind.
Miguel grabs his chair and moves it to the other side of the room.
Do you have a name?
My name is Aladdin.
Well, Aladdin,
What's your name?
my name? I'm Checkers.
Checkers and Aladdin.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I offer my hand to Aladdin to shake.
I lift my monkey foot and shake his hand.
Is that sanitary?
Is that racist?
Is it? When Aladdin's not looking, I wipe my hand on my pants.
How dare you?
I said when you're not looking. What else is around the room?
You're eating a sandwich, a drippy sandwich.
You're the
Yeah.
unsanitary one, not me.
I never said
Is there-
that, but your feet though.
Is
You're
there
dripping salad dressing.
It's
is there
sandwich
like a
dressing.
sink in the room that we're in, or is it just like a boardroom?
You are in a boardroom.
All right. Is there
For
any
whatever
vent
reason,
that
though, I'm not getting the ability to change the pages for you guys,
Oh.
which is nope. I got it.
It works.
Yeah.
I think I got it.
What?
Hopefully.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
got
do.
it.
Haha, I win. I'm smarter than the average
Uh,
player. Okay, continue. I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna.
You're in a
You're
boardroom.
good. I'm gonna look for event. Do I find event?
There is a vent, but it is one of those like really small ceiling vents. Like probably not.
It's on the ceiling.
Maybe Aladdin could fit in there if he really wanted to, but I don't believe you could.
So it's on the ceiling though. Like it's not on the ground.
Yes, it's on the ceiling. No, it's not one of
Oh.
those like big ones on the ground.
Never mind then. I was just gonna do like a little funny thing to spice my character up, but I cannot do
My
the if
bad.
it's on the ceiling. It
This
scares.
place is FBI secluded.
And
It
yet-
takes precautions from people crawling around in the vents. Supposedly that's happened 1 or 2 times before. I don't know. The files are secretive.
And yet,
Secret.
Secret.
Makes sense. Secret.
Do you guys continue talking to one another?
well, I'd like to take a look around the room a little more.
Okay.
If Miguel wants to greet Aladdin and talk to
All right.
Aladdin.
Look.
All right, I will. Yeah, Miguel walks over to Aladdin and just kind of like looks at him for a second and then asks, "Is there a way that like I should greet you that would be respectful aside from just talking? Like I don't know. I don't know your culture, and I've never seen a blue monkey.
My culture is the same as yours.
Canada?
Yeah. Sure, let's go with that.
What does that mean? Wait, hold on. Are you an alien monkey?
No, I'm just a monkey.
Are you related to Sonic the
A
Hedgehog?
munchie.
What?
You're blue and you talk. Are you fast?
But I'm not a hedgehog, as you can see.
So you're not fast.
Therefore, we would not be related.
But you are blue.
Yes, but one is a made-up cartoon, and one is real right in front of you.
So did you know Harambe?
That sounds
Our
offensive.
paths have never crossed before.
God damn it, I got myself. It just occurred to me that I might be making a huge ass of myself. I'm Miguel. Nice to meet you. And he puts his hand down towards Aladdin's foot.
I shake his hand hesitantly.
Don't worry, I washed my hands before I got rid of. I washed my hands.
Great.
Before you got rid of what now?
Who said what?
Before you got rid of what now? I was asking.
No, you said something.
Yes, me.
Yes, you.
Checkers?
Checkers,
Surely
right?
you remember. Yes.
Yeah. Got any more food?
No. I had to finish it all before we came in here.
Oh. You mean after we came in here? Isn't that? Wait, did we move rooms since he ate that?
No,
sandwich?
no, but I mean,
No.
I've had another meal before, you know.
How many? Wait, you ate twice. When did you get the chance?
Well,
I'm
before
English now.
I had breakfast, then we met with the security guard, then I had my sandwich. And I sure hope they serve lunch soon.
Are you
I don't know if I
Hobbit.
should find you disgusting or admirable.
Well, admirable, really. You'll see I have...
Impish.
Yes, that's fair. That would be fair, too. We're both impish, aren't we? Huh? Huh? And I nudge Aladdin. So, care to describe this room a little bit more for us?
Yes, I was just about to ask though if you were looking around at all, like you said you
Yes.
were. Are you okay? So, um, the room doesn't have much in it. It's your standard boardroom. You see boring old wired phones, a bunch of pens in the center of the room. Um, over in the corner, there's a shelf with a bunch of labeled papers. There's not really anything on the papers. It's just like stock paper. You see the Space Center's logo on it. You can pocket a pen and paper if you want. That's not going to hurt
Yes,
anything.
I will do that.
Okay.
Presumably there are some, like, textbooks, like, generic kind, on, like, astrophysics and stuff. I'll leaf through one of those.
No.
Really? They
Yeah,
often have
not in
those
this
kind of
boardroom.
things.
They have a bunch of. Why would they have textbooks in a boardroom?
They
They
usually
conduct
do.
meetings in the boardroom, sir. They instead have leaflets
Oh?
all about the space program and what you can do for it.
I guess it depends
Seems
on
like a
the...
cult.
It depends on
Which
the
is
boardroom, I guess.
maybe how they get other things to experiment on. I don't know. Um, so they have leaflets and things that you can look through. They have pens. You find yourselves at the center of a very large table. Well, not at the center, sitting at a very large rocket ship shaped table with very comfy chairs. Very,
Gotcha.
very comfy leather chairs, which you all assume are because the meetings are long and boring and maybe they have nap time here.
Well, the only logical thing to do while we wait for our superiors, I start to craft paper airplanes. But, like,
Yeah,
particularly intricate ones.
particularly intricate ones. No sooner than you do that, you hear the door open, and we're gonna try to do this whole thing. I guess maybe we can't, but maybe we can. Oh, no, we can't. Oh no. Yeah, I don't
Are you struggling to change the scene again?
know how to do that. Anyway, no, I'm not struggling to change the scene. I'm struggling to actually show you pictures.
Pictures.
See, I'm not very good at this.
Yeah, you have to enable permissions for us to see them, I guess.
You're
That's
learning.
stupid.
I see you've done it already.
No, it's not with those pictures. That's later. Anyway, uh,
No, but I mean, you've had to have done it before to show those later pictures to us.
I see what you're talking about now. Here, maybe. Show the players. Right? No, this is the character sheet.
Uh-huh.
Oh, No, I just want to show you a picture.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can just go into the properties for it and, like, put it in all of our character journals.
Strange, but okay. I don't know how to do that. Do you want a tag? No, I don't. Sort, remove. I don't have an option for that.
Well, I'm not sure I can help you with that right now.
Me either. So we're just gonna do this. In the players' journals. All players. Boop. There. Show the players. I
I
think.
see it. I see it.
Hooray! Okay,
Well,
so you
I don't see
Another
it.
ginger.
Agreed by this. Yes, by another ginger. Wow, two in the same
Uh-oh.
room? Who would have thought? Bad luck, maybe?
No, I was
Oh,
saying
no.
I
another
don't see
Why
ginger
would
that.
that be?
because in the last campaign it was all gingers.
Oh.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, it was all gingers. Oh, no.
Look what you've done.
I have done nothing. So, so in comes,
Prince Harry.
yes, sure, Prince
Did you
Harry.
say Prince Harry?
Probably about medium height. Definitely towering over Aladdin. He flashes you a smile and goes, "Welcome. I'm so glad you have decided to join me on my mission." And
Hi.
he goes to stand over the chair. He just kind of hunches over it a little bit, doesn't take a seat. He goes, "This is Major Tom Bowie. I am the scientist conducting this expedition. What all do you know about this?" And he just kind of smiles really widely at you. He's a real go-getter. He wants you to be as excited as he is, kind of attitude.
Miguel smiles with a toothy smile and almost does like a double thumbs up because he didn't hear a word you said while you were cutting out. And he's gonna act like he didn't hear what you said because he was looking at the ground.
He said he's Major Tom and that this is his expedition and he's the head scientist and he's asked us what we know. See, I pay attention, sir. And Checkers reaches out a hand to shake Major Tom's hand. It's dirty.
He didn't wash his hands.
There's
The
no
major just kind of looks at his hand and goes, "Oh, well, no worries, no worries."
That's awfully rude.
Is
He just
Aladdin
kind of
okay?
wipes his hand on his pants.
Oh, so he shook my hand though.
Yeah, he shook.
Okay,
he
good.
shook
That
your
would
hand.
be rude if he didn't.
His pants are stained now.
It's fine. He just kind of scans you all over, and his eyes stop at Aladdin, and he goes, "Oh, I've heard so much about you. I'm so glad we actually finally get to meet." And he goes over and he grabs your hand and starts shaking it really, really fast.
You should be grabbing his foot, actually.
Is that proper? Am I doing this wrong?
We
Shake his
don't know,
foot.
honestly.
He grabs your foot instead and starts shaking that. I've
Now
heard so
squeeze it.
much about you, the smartest from that group of experiments. Ah, this will make the expedition so much easier.
Experiments?
Huh.
Yes. Did they not tell you anything? Did they
They've-
not tell you anything?
They've told us nothing.
Oh,
At all.
ugh.
Ole.
You think they would? I gave them very detailed instructions, and he just kind of puts his hand over his eyes and starts rubbing his hand down his face and back towards his temples. Ugh. Oh, well, we won't have to deal with them for much longer. And
Wait,
he
now
just
hold
kind of
on. You just confused me more than my grandma's um, poutine and quesadilla. What do you mean we're not gonna have to deal with them?
That sounds
I'm
like a
Canadian.
confused idiom.
I'm Canadian Mexican. Together. It's a thing. Shut up. It's quesadilla poutine. Yeah.
that
Go
actually
Toronto.
sounds really good, though.
But what do you mean that we're not going to be dealing with them anymore? Like,
Because we're going up into space, friend.
yeah, but are we coming back down at some?
Yes, we'll come back down at some point, but we're going into space.
Sir,
All right.
you realize that space missions are very rigorous, right? You are basically on the clock 24/7. right? I mean, from what I've
Of
read,
course I know that, but I wasn't sure if this was a go out and explore for a bit and come home, or if this was
no, I'm talking to Major Tom.
go colonize.
I mean, from what I've read, like you basically are doing what they say 24/7. Like until you come back down, you're basically at their
I am not.
command.
I, I'm
No, no,
not
no, no,
resisting this, sir. I
no.
was just wasn't sure if this was a go and come back, or if this was go and start new.
No.
We haven't exactly had a you know expose. Not
I
expose.
see.
That
A briefing.
Yes.
briefing. Yeah.
So, I guess this is where I will give it to you. They should have explained everything in your packet. Did they send you a packet at the very
Oh yeah, the packet. Well, I looked through the ship controls, but the words were kind of boring. I skipped that part.
I started reading my medical journals instead.
Well, that's fine, I guess. That's what you're gonna need. To answer your first question, it's my mission. I'm the one in charge. I got the okay to go because I'm the one who's actually exploring and will be taking assessment of the wildlife, which is why we are going. Did they tell you that? At
Oh, but
the
I am
very least, and at
freshly
this point,
excited.
you can see the smile start to fade from his face a little bit as he realizes that they didn't tell you anything.
What
I
wildlife
can't.
is that? And I looked to Aladdin.
Ugh.
What?
No, I'm just are you like the
Are you
wildlife?
from that?
I'm not the wildlife. Thank you very
Sorry,
much.
sorry. No, I didn't mean it like that.
Look, it's a fair question. It's a fair question. It's a talking blue monkey.
Oh.
I told you already, I'm not an alien.
Did you tell us
But
that?
how can we believe you? Who
I
made
believe you.
you?
Ugh.
What has science
Oh.
done?
Much like you guys. I can answer this for you right now. And he just goes back over to the chair, stands over it. Aladdin is very much like the two of you. He has had to go through the same training. It was just a little different solely because they wanted to also train the tail. One more appendage, from what I am told.
So
He went
Yes,
through
that
the same
makes
training you guys did.
that makes
That's really
sense.
about it.
look. That's fine and all, but what is his background? Where did you find him?
He
What do my
applied. Just like you
qualifications
did.
mean to you?
But your qualifications are already astounding considering the question of where the fuck did you come from? You are a talking blue monkey. And you're asking if like, do I trust your qualifications? I can't fucking believe what I'm seeing right now. I'm having a philosophical meltdown over this. I'm a scientist. This is magic.
That's not magic, that's science. You
Yes,
should
sir, Major Tom
know
Stereo.
very well, sir, what exactly that is. He was
I
one of the Space Commander's experiments. Um, I'm sure maybe you've heard rumor of some wildlife being tested for smarts, um, kind of enhancing those abilities, correct?
I need to start reading your guys' like papers. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, that wasn't really my field of expertise. I skipped over that part too.
All right, that's fair. Well,
I like fixing things and fixing people. I'm not very much an animal person. Not saying I don't
well,
like
this
you. I
kind
just
of goes around the terms of fixing people, so to speak. Um,
but
we he underwent some experiments to advance his intelligence. while
Is that a human
keeping
brain?
the
Post-lighted.
no, to my understanding, no. That is not a human brain. We are advancing the intelligence while keeping the physicality of a monkey, which is most of the time stronger than a human. From what I understand, the capabilities of a primate, can be a little more durable in space. So, Aladdin was the more advanced from that subgroup. He underwent the same training you did, and very much like the two of you, were selected to come on my mission, which I was accepted to go up into space as well. What we are going to do is we're going to bring some samples of space back with us. The robots and the shuttles that are out there, or were out there rather, could only do so much. We had to send very small robots out there, and unfortunately, they can't get a whole lot accomplished when it comes to lifting heavy objects.
Understood.
So that's why we're going! And he gives kind of like a little fist bump, and he gets real excited again. And he says, "This is going to be the wildest thing we have ever done." And he pulls out some papers. And he said, "I've been watching the satellites, I've been watching the robots roam around, and I've been taking notes. And to finally be able to go up into space, into this new system that we found. Oh, what did we call it again? We kind of have given it the nickname Ziggy Stardust, is that star system that's out there right now. But we don't really..." And he just kind of puts his head in his hands a little bit. This is what happens when you get 5 people in a room together that aren't very creative. Hopefully we can come up with a better name for a star system. But for now, this is going to work. And it's going to be the wildest thing ever. I've been poring over these plants and animals and these weird creatures with like 6 legs. I don't know. They might be aliens. They might just be animals. But we're going to find out.
When do
And
we take off?
Well, if you follow
If you'd kindly follow me.
if you kindly follow me.
If you kindly follow me.
And he said, "That I know is in your paperwork, sir. We are shipping off today."
But what time today?
Did you just say I don't have time today?
No, what time today?
And Major Tom just kind of ignores you and gestures you all to follow him out into the other room.
I
Sir,
guess
I'm
right
ready to
now.
go.
And he says, "Don't worry, we are going to make sure that you have exactly what you need to make sure you are prepped and prepared for our space travel." And he said, as you guys are following him down the hallway, he shows you a few different doors that he doesn't he doesn't take you in the doors, but he describes what's behind them. He says, "This is the room where all the science experiments happen. We can't take you in there yet because from what I understand, there are some monkeys in there that are just getting acclimated to their new advanced intelligence." Aladdin, I'm so sorry that you had to deal with some of these things. I've heard it can be a little rough. And then he says, "Behind this other door is where we start freeze drying all the food. Don't worry, understand you have quite the appetite. We will have quite a bit of food. We'll be up there for probably a few months at the very least."
A few months, you say?
A few months.
Ooh.
Well, as long as we bring food for a few months, I'll be okay.
Yeah, for a few months. Trust me.
I trust you, sir. You've given me no reason not to trust you.
Yeah. Exactly. And then he keeps walking down and he says, "Oh, this is a room I can actually show you." And he kind of peeks his head in a little bit and opens the door the entire way as he shows you the big control room where you see at the front and center of the screen the rocket ship that you are going to blast off in. It's just your standard rocket. Nothing too special, but you do notice that the what are they called? The engines that they have recently created that will jettison you out to where you need to be fairly quickly. This is why you were able to go and green light this whole space travel because of this new invention. You do know that this new star system, Major Tom kind of explained it a little bit, that this new star system was also years away, but these engines can get you to where you need to be.
All right.
You see a few of the navigators turn to you. They nod in your general direction, and Major Tom just looks at you all and goes, "These are the guys that are actually going to steer us to where we need to be. Thankfully, we all have the expertise to also steer ourselves in case anything happens to the ship. Not
Foreshadowing.
that we really need to worry or anything. These guys are pros."
Well, I mean, I'm happy they're pros, and I'm sure hoping maybe we could test drive the just ships just a little bit. Checkers looks a little disappointed by the idea that he won't have to do much piloting.
Oh, don't get me wrong. We have smaller ships that attach to the big one. So if you really want to get your jollies in, we'll be able to pilot to our heart's content, at least for
Oh
a little
boy.
bit. The oxygen doesn't last a whole lot in the smaller ships, but thankfully we'll have plenty on that big boy. And he leads you out of the control room, shuts the door, and then takes you over to a big room that has a lot of gear in it. And by gear, I mean spacesuits, um, just shoes, new clothes for you guys to wear. And he smiles really big at you, and you go, "Sorry, that was, I thought someone was knocking at my door. But it's just the
Yeah.
people getting the trash." Um, and he just looks at you and says, "We've sized you up post your training,
Mhm.
and we have these outfits for you. They're all meant to um they're all meant to word I can't remember. Um Deal with the coldness of space and keep you quite warm.
Okay.
So it's for the best that you put these on now. Your space suits, if you want
Do
to
we have
try them on, go
do
ahead
we
and
have to
do
get
that.
naked?
Uh, there is a changing room and a bathroom
I
if you would prefer. Um,
I think these just go on over our outfits. I mean the like space uh
But can we get naked?
I don't think so. This is a
Okay.
professional environment, sir.
I mean, I'm sure if you want to, you can, but it's up to
I
your crew members if
I'm not comfortable with
they
this.
want to see nude. Um,
Okay.
your crew
Fair enough.
members, but definitely try your spacesuit on, make sure everything fits and that there are no holes or punctures anywhere. That would be absolute worst. And we want to make sure all these cosmetics are in order before we ship off.
Done deal. Starts to do that.
In front
On
of
the spot,
everybody else.
examining his suit.
Oh.
So are these like the space suits, or are they the overalls, the like track
The
suits?
jumpsuits.
Yeah, the jumpsuits. Thank you.
They're the track suits and the space suits.
So both. Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
Checkers is gonna try his on and make sure everything's fitted properly.
Gee.
I
I
tried
follow
mine
suit.
on as well.
All right.
And it's good. No tears. Or
Does-
No tears.
Does Miguel
There's no nothing.
get naked or?
no, Miguel. Why does one want Miguel to get?
No, Checkers
Oh,
has
no.
emphasized that would not be preferable.
Oh, same part. Yes, I see. No I'm kidding. Oh, yeah. No. As comfortable as it might be, I will refrain from taking my clothes off in front of my teammates and slip into
Oh.
this. Also, I feel like I'd get an HR violation really quickly if I flashed the boss.
That.
Major Tom says nothing. Inside my head, I am just thinking, right? Right?
Well. Right. Very much indeed, you would, sir.
Good. Good. I think. Wait, yeah, good.
So then, once you guys are done trying on your suit and everything's all inspected, Major Tom presses a little button on the side, and there are 3 people coming in, packing up each of your things in their arms, and walking out with your suits. And Major Tom just goes, "Don't worry. We'll make sure each one of your suits gets put in the spaceship, all nice and tightly packed away for safekeeping."
I don't know if they should be put tightly away. I feel like they should be readily accessible.
Yes.
I'm sorry, that was a poor choice of words. Packed away for safekeeping. By your bunks.
Okay, perfect.
They'll be fine.
Okay. But what if we need them before and our bunks are inaccessible?
Before liftoff?
No, I mean like during liftoff, before we're at our destination.
No. You'll be fine.
Alright.
You'll be fine. Rookie, can tell you've never been up into space before.
I don't know if you have.
A fair and
first
legitimate
time jitters.
comeback.
I remember my first time in space.
Do you?
Yes,
How
Alright.
long ago was that?
probably 5 years ago. I can't imagine things have changed
Oh, I
that
thought
much.
you were much older.
No. How old do you think I am?
Let's. Aladdin, do you have any thoughts on this?
Nope.
Ah, I see. Somewhat still a monkey.
Someone's still a monkey.
Oh my god, that was highly offensive. I am so sorry. They're very smart. Probably. Yes, I imagine you are.
So, are you a man monkey or a... Well, that's probably rude to ask.
Tom
do you
gestures
mean?
you down another hallway while you're talking.
Yes, let's keep going.
Yes, walk and talk.
Walk and talk.
Do you consider it walking, or do you have another word if you use all 4?
It's still walking.
okay. Just curious. I'm learning so much today.
You guys have questioned my qualifications to be on this trip, but what are yours?
We haven't questioned
you-
your qualifications, just your
We question
physiology.
reality at the moment. It's existence that puzzles us, not your qualifications. Oh, and my qualifications are that if you guys bleed, I can probably, stop that. And I can fix a bunch of stuff. And if we meet anybody, I can probably talk to them and know what's going on.
You can speak
I'm
alien.
smart, but my
Wait, you're telling me that
can-
you're telling me you can speak alien?
I can yes.
You
Also,
you know
you need
the
to back
language
up.
of aliens.
I know a great deal of things. I just have very bad people skills.
Where did you learn?
Any- what?
Where did you learn how to speak
Now.
with the aliens?
Don't ask about my past.
At this point, Major Tom interrupts. Now, no questioning who knows what. It'll all come in handy when we're up in space.
I'm not
And
sure that.
he takes you to a little room where there's some pills laying out for you. And he says, these are your protein pills for the day to get you started so that the vacuum of space or whatever, space stuff, I don't really know personally. The actual ATP knowledge is
Your jargon is poor. Yeah. You're
slim on. Yes, shut up. Jargon is poor. I don't know why the protein pills are necessary or the pills that you need specifically for space. I do know you need pills and sustenance for space travel.
Space pills.
Yes,
It's
you
because
take them now.
I believe it's because that you need to have the nutrients in you, but you're not allowed to eat anything severely heavy before you go up because
Yeah, I thought it had something
your
to do
body's
with
experiencing a lot of G's, and
Well,
you
this
don't
one
want to get
just ate a
sick going up.
sandwich.
he's gonna poop it all out.
well, not poop it exactly, but sure.
We're kind of pooping. It's just going to be in a tube. That's all.
Actually, no. Yeah, probably some pants are going to be needing changed after.
Yep.
Oh yeah, diapers for sure. This is the best fucking idea for a date right now.
Yeah. So, Major Tom just kind of looks at you all and he says, I advise you take these pills before we
Which
get on
direction?
our way. What?
How do we take these? Which direction?
Left to right. Our scientists here are top of the line, so they made sure to organize them in the way
No,
in which
he's asking if
you
they're a
would need them.
suppository.
However, Aladdin, you will notice
Good news, everyone! It's a
Oh,
suppository.
do we take this? Yes, is this a suppository? Is this going into my rectal cavity?
No, you made That's a little later when the doctors actually need to check you out before we go. That's your own. That's a private matter. I'll be
Come
leaving in a
again.
few seconds for you to. However, Aladdin, I was made aware
You'll go out and look for food. I better go too.
that
They don't know what I like.
he
Right, no,
points
the
to
pressure will
a
crush you like a green snake under a
larger
sugarcane truck.
yellow
Not
pill.
necessarily. This is a chance for Clyde to test out
This
my
is for your
experimental
potassium
high-pressure
supplements.
pill.
I've noticed that
Can't
you
swallow
need
that. Well then, good news. It's
a little potassium
suppository.
than your cohorts.
Bananas.
Manners. But yes, once you take your pills, the medical staff will come and check you out one last time, and we will be ready to go. So you guys do all of those things, blah blah blah, pills, medicines. You get your butt shots.
No rabies for me.
Happy now, Zero. You get your
He
booty
just wants
shot.
to show his butt.
Yes.
Yeah, he just wants to get naked.
All right.
So, you do the whole doctor thing. Y'all pass. Y'all know what's going on. And as you meet up with Major Tom again, he starts walking you out on the bridge to the rocket ship. And he says, everything that we need is packed away on the ship. There's a big storage area where it's all going to be kept. We have food, a kitchen, we have safety supplies, not just medical, but in case we encounter anything unfriendly. We have some guns in the storage. We have a few melee weapons, clubs, things like that,
Sir,
spears, just in case we don't really know what's out there.
are
It's
you
all
confirming the existence of aliens?
we don't know
Well,
what's out there. In one of
Miguel
the
said he spoke alien.
Yeah, that's kind of strange. A weird
I'm not
coincidence.
certain his form of alien is the alien of which I'm speaking. I mean extraterrestrial. Miguel, were you talking about the other kind of alien?
No, he said
Okay.
that he could talk to anything we meet, implying in
Hey,
outer space.
okay, Adam game really quick. I thought the aliens were just going to be a thing already.
Yeah, but I mean, this
We
is
knew
better
about
or
them.
not.
So, just an explanation to my dummitry right now. So, back in game, look,
I
all
prefer
I'm
this.
saying is I am very knowledgeable in many things.
I have approximate knowledge in many things.
Exactly.
Look,
If we come across any hieroglyphs of any kind, like, be
so
sure I can get it out.
Okay.
from the manual, I read that there were like mini rockets on board and you said we could get to fly those out if we, to quote your the language you used, wanted to get our jollies. Again, I'm not sure that's scientifically correct. I'm not sure that's appropriate for our
Are you talking
mission.
about alone time?
No. But is there enough fuel for these um, auxiliary craft?
Yes, that's also in storage.
Okay, good. But it seems
But
like
we also are passing quite a few space stations which will also have fuel for us.
okay. It just seems like a lot of fuel to carry. So I wasn't.
So,
Fuel.
we
I-
have canisters in the space stations, definitely have some.
But like,
But you are correct. These new engines are still a bit testy. We are one of the first expeditions to go out this far with these new engines. So,
I
I
mean,
can understand your concerns.
are they that much more efficient?
For the most part, yeah. I mean, I'm not an engineer, but from what
Wow.
the actual engineers have said, they're actually quite efficient.
Well, yeah. I mean, if they can be stored in a storage room somewhere, then that's already at least like 300% more efficient. Maybe
Yeah.
even like tens of thousands of percent more efficient.
I'm not an engineer, sir.
That's okay. I am.
Hey, well,
And now we know what his credentials are.
yeah. When we get up into space, I give you full permission to go and look those things over. But for now, let's get
Suit up.
locked and loaded.
Locking a little lizard.
Checkers excitedly
So-
starts putting on his. Well, I guess he's already dressed.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys have your actual, not your suits, but like the basic uniform and stuff on.
Yes.
So you guys walk into the spaceship. You don't get to see too much because you are getting ready to blast off.
Blast off.
Blast off. I don't actually think I have one of the ship blasting off. Oh well. So,
Prepare for launch, everyone.
yes, prepare for launch. Buckle up and put on your headphones, my friends. Make
I can't hear you. My
sure
headphones
they're
are on.
Yeah.
All right, and at this point, you see Major Tom hitting some buttons, communicating with the navigation crew. Just a few things you don't really understand to get prepped for liftoff, and then you hear over your headphones, commencing countdown, engines on, and you start to hear the roar of the engines from the back. Very, very deafening. You can barely make out the countdown. But as it gets to 1, you feel this great pressure on your chest and yourself lift off the ground. And you see from the front the clouds getting closer. But as you think you're going to touch the clouds, they start to part. The blue sky starts to turn to this very, very kind of. The pressure gets really, really tight on your chest again. It almost feels like you have a big rock on your shoulder, like right on your chest. And you hear the roaring get louder as you push into space.
Obviously, I've
There
pooped
you
my
are.
pants.
In space. In space. What?
Obviously, I've pooped my pants.
Oh, I can smell it.
No, they're quite. The pants are quite. What's the word? They don't let smells through.
Booby pants.
Checker's poopy pants.
Chiggers
Professor
his
Poopy
booby
Pants.
pants. So you start to see what you know at the time is the night sky start to turn more into black. The stars are getting more spread out, and it's just a big black sky.
It's always
You start to
beautiful.
feel the pressure that was on your chest get even heavier. You start to feel the rocket ship pick up speed and blasts you off. It feels like a great pressure, almost like being shot at what you would imagine would be being shot out of a cannon. And you can see different blast away really quickly, different patches of light, different what you would assume are clouds of gas, little stones which you would assume are asteroids start to blast faster and faster away. And probably maybe for about 15-20 minutes this is going on, and you start to slow down a little. The pressure gets a little lifted, and then all of a sudden you don't feel the rock on your chest anymore. Instead, you feel very light, very much like a feather. But you still can't hear anything due to the roar of the engines. Yes. You swallow a couple different times trying to pop your ears, doing whatever methods you can to make sure you can hear proper. And all of a sudden, through your headphones, you hear Major Tom's voice telling you guys that the blast off was a success. You are definitely further into space than just the original stratosphere of the Earth.
You don't say.
We
And
did
then
it.
you hear ground control talking to Major Tom. This is ground control to Major Tom. You have successfully reached the outer belts of our solar system. We're going to give the engines a break for a little bit. If you guys want, you can get up and explore around in the ship. Definitely show your crew members around for a little bit.
Wait, 15.
We will prompt you when the engines are recharged so you can make your second launch into the outers of the Stardust solar system.
15 minutes
And then
to
you
get.
hear a little crackle from the radio, and they're gone. To which this point, Major Tom turns to you. He says, "All right, crew, let's show you around the spaceship." He takes off his...
I gotta stop by the restroom.
Don't worry, that's very much on our way.
Okay.
Did you really shit yourself over there, sir?
Shut up, Miguel.
Okay. Understandable.
Oh boy. Thankfully, you can't really smell a whole lot in here. So, let's see. How do I pull out tokens again?
I can. Oh, I cannot.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it.
I mean, you should just be able to
Three-
just drag from the characters right into the scene. There I am, it's me.
Hit you.
You're in the bathroom.
For whatever reason, I cannot do that.
You have to hover over the name and then drag. Anyone can do it, really.
Ah, I see. Boop.
There I am.
Okay. So you guys are all around somewhere. That's where you started. So you're in this room. Follow me back here. Yeah. I see our friend Checkers has already found the bathroom.
He ran so fast.
I wouldn't call it running, but yes.
He bobbed around.
He did what he could. He did his best.
I had to go.
I thought you already
First
went.
place.
Well, I had to go clean up.
Would you like to start at the front of the ship or the back
Let's start at the back.
of the ship? All right. Back of the ship. Back of the ship. The back of the ship is going to be where we're going to find all of our storage. So like I said, we have some fuel, some food, we have our basic energy tanks, our oxygen. What else do we got here? Ah, yes. And he goes over into the corner and he kind of pulls a latch that has a sliding wall. And you see an array of longer range weapons. So a bunch of different types of guns hanging on the wall, as well as a few just your run of the mill stuff, swords, spears, clubs,
I'm.
just in case.
You're very fixated on the weapons, Major Tom. Is there something you're expecting to happen?
I just want you guys to be safe. We don't know what's out here.
Well, that's true, but I don't know if we should just assume we're gonna need clubs.
We don't know what kind of technology they have, if there is such a thing. There are also quite a few bigger plants. I was a little concerned that we may run into. Never know what you need. And then right on the opposite side, he does the same thing where he pulls on a latch. And this is a big medicine cabinet. You can see all kinds of different first aid stuff from various pills and supplements to just your basic first aid kits. So bandages, medical gear, just kind of all kinds of different stuff. And then next to the medical gear, You know, as Major Tom is pulling the door shut and latching that up again, he points to the ladder and he said, "That is going to be where one of your tinier spacecrafts are, Checkers. It also doubles as a what is it? A weapon of sorts as well. Think of it. Have you guys ever seen that movie? Oh, what's it called? Star something. Star something. Yeah, I'll think of it later. Point is, there were some laser, like, different ship fights and things like that. I saw the movie a while back. I don't remember too much about it. But in case we ever get attacked by a different spaceship, we can defend ourselves that way too. Just make sure you pull
Star
the hatch shut
battles.
if you need to. Yes.
I'm confident that was it.
If you ever need to detach the spacecraft, just make sure the latch on our end is closed shut. If you
Well, of
want, you guys
course.
can go up and
And what, sir?
do you guys want to take a look?
Sorry,
Take a look at what?
you kind of
Sure.
stopped telling us what we could do.
Oh, I just asked. Do you want to take a look at the other
Yes.
spacecraft?
Yes,
It
Yeah.
only fits one person at a time, so you're gonna
I'll
have
go
to take
first.
turns. Okay, you go first.
Checkers pushes past and
He's excited
gets,
one.
gets right into the cockpit and checks all the controls, checks the all the gears, and he starts muttering about the different the controllers, the devices, the readouts, the heads-up display, all the dials and things. He's like, oh,
Tom
well, I would have done
calls
this
up
better.
to
I
you.
think this is...
You're really excited about that thing, aren't you, buddy?
Yeah, this is not like what I would have done, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think some of your engineers could probably go back and get trained a little more, but it's not bad.
I don't think I've ever heard
Bad.
such a more backhanded compliment.
No, I mean it's really good for like a backyard project, but I think with the budget of an entire military and government funding them, they could have maybe come up with something a little more inventive. But that's not bad.
I feel
Well
like
served.
you just said worse things while trying to compliment this.
No, you're taking my words out of context. I'm saying it's pretty good for like the mission. It'll work,
Yeah, stop right there.
And
Stop there.
what's the
That's all you need.
problem?
That is all. That is all. No, don't.
Oof. And at this
Don't
point,
answer.
Major Tom's just kind of calling down to you, and he's like, okay, well, there's 2 in the back and 2 in the front, just in case.
2 of these craft?
Yes.
Okay.
And then he also makes mention that
Sorry, makes mention that the what?
engines, ever want to tinker with those, or if you need to get to them. The engines are in the back. If you ever want to tinker or get to those, there are a couple doors that are right next to, on the other side of the ladder to get to the engine.
Checkers points out that obviously the engines are in the back, but he's very excited to look at them.
I don't like checkers.
Why is this with all of my characters? You seem to have a problem with them. Checkers is a nice guy. He's just very passionate about what he does.
I like him. Why is? Oh, never mind. That's Aladdin. I don't know why, but that tiny little icon of Aladdin looks terrifying, and it gets better as I close in. And for some reason, I can't click on my
You might
icon.
have to fill it in with light.
Oh, I think
Make Chrysalis laugh.
I think ATP is supposed to grant you control of your icon if you don't drag it in for yourself. But you can
Wait, what?
you might have to make sure they have control over their icon. But they could also just drag their own icon in.
How do
I-
I?
I've been trying to drag my icon in.
Yeah, how do I give them control of their
Just
icon?
click on it and let's see. I think under settings it tells you who has the ability to manipulate this character.
Controlled by. Haha. I
Yes.
see.
Me.
There. Now you should. Now you should maybe.
Tally ho to the medical areas. Yes,
I don't. Oh wait, no, there I go.
that's not the medical area. That's the bathroom.
Yeah, this is the. You're in the kitchen in the bathroom.
Where's the medical area? Is this the medical area? Oh, that's the engine room. Wait,
No.
shit.
So, back here in the storage is where all the medical supplies are.
Oh, why
And
don't
then
we
you
have a
have-
medical room? We don't
What?
have an actual medical room, Major Tom.
No.
The Checkers was right. What kind of half baked?
No. Instead, we have this room. And so he leads you over here, and he said, "This is the best we could do for a medical room. It's not very
Hold on.
medical
fucking
per
couch?
se." What?
Yeah,
I
this
was looking at the map, and there's a couch there. There's a couch. Okay, and this looks better than the one on the. The one on the
but
map made it look like it was a couch from the basement, kind of.
Well, yeah, I couldn't find a good image. I had to doctor this image up a lot.
Miguel just looks at the room and he's like, "This is nice. It is, but am I my own receptionist? I can do therapy, but that's a very awkward chair. If somebody needs medical attention, do I just put them on the? Do I put them on the circle table? Do I put them on this table?
I would use
You
the
put them on the
floor.
couch, sir.
No, I would use the floor. By the way,
use the
is there
floor?
artificial gravity here, or are we just floating?
The chairs are floating. The couch is floating.
What's the gravity situation?
It's artificial gravity.
Okay, good. That's what I was asking.
Okay.
Yeah. There's Major Tom does make note or makes a point to note to you guys that if you want to change the gravity settings, they are up in the control room that we were in earlier. And there's also another one, and he leads you guys back here to the briefing room. Where is that one? Was I dumb and didn't? I think I was dumb and didn't actually put that one in. Oh well, just pretend there's it's not anything different than what this is. Room where you guys get together for your meetings and stuff and basic research and things like that. And he says, "This little doodad right back here," he says, "isn't that the most scientific word you've ever heard?" Ha ha. He says, "This is how we're going to transport items from space back to Earth. Easy peasy. All you have to do is put in the coordinates and then ship back to space. It's like a big ol' mail system, but through space."
That's crazy.
Oh my God, are
Does
we
it-
delivery boys and Checkers is fry?
Does it work
You
with
could think of
organic
it like
matter?
that.
Can we put like Miguel in here and transport Miguel, and you notice that Checkers was definitely going to suggest Aladdin, but it seemed insensitive, so he went
Yeah.
with Miguel.
I've already been experimented on.
So you
Well,
so you think it's less offensive to sacrifice the Canadian?
No, not sacrifice. I'm just asking if this will transport like organic matter safely through space, not sacrifice it.
well,
Uh-huh.
we can transfer small bits of organic matter, so like small plants and things like that for preservation. We don't have the ability yet to transport larger items uh back and forth.
Like people. Now, is this
Correct.
like
Like people.
instantaneous, or is this just like um, parceled, packaged, and shipped in a like a torpedo back to the planet? How does it work? Is it teleportation or?
Think of it like teleportation.
But is it instantaneous?
As quickly as you can. It's definitely not a torpedo, but it does take at least a few minutes to register.
Interesting, interesting.
I would prefer it if you didn't tinker with this for
I, uh-huh.
now. And
Not
Major
mid-flight.
Tom immediately goes, "Let's show you to your rooms."
Okay.
Put Checkers to bed.
Aladdin calls dibs on
Yes,
this bunk.
Checkers goes to bed. He says, "Each one of us gets our own little bunk. We get little radios. We can call home if we want, but just your standard bunks, friends. You get bathrooms, you get a kitchen, spot to put all of your belongings, and just relax for the day."
Perfect. Very good.
And
Well,
at that point, you hear navigation come back on. "The engines are ready to go.
perfect
Please
timing.
get ready to embark on your second half of the journey to the outer belts of the Stardust solar system."
Checkers is gonna poop again.
Nope, I'm
Oh,
pooped
yeah.
out.
Uh,
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Did you just check?
No.
You still have a stomach full,
Still have a what?
stomach full of sandwich.
No, I pooped that out.
Did you eat more?
No.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So you guys go back to the control room. You buckle up. Major Tom gives you guys a thumbs up. You guys give him the thumbs up back, indicating that you are ready, and he relays that back to navigation, who then ignites the engines once more. And you feel that same familiar heavy rock on your chest as you start hurling towards the outer belts of space. But this
Pressure.
time, instead of stars and asteroids and gas, and maybe some poop, I don't know what Checkers is doing, floating by, you see planets. All
Ooh.
kinds of different planets are all over the place. Different colors didn't even know existed. You see rings around the planets. You see these weird little fuzzy things around one planet that you assume are moons, but could just easily be little. They look like little cotton balls surrounding the planet. I don't know. Major Tom didn't really explain any of this, but he's a scientist, so you just kind of.
Little cotton balls surrounded by what?
Planets.
Yeah. You
Oh.
assume they're moons, but they just look like little cotton balls.
Wait, why would the moons have planets around them?
The planets have moons. The moons are
Yes,
the cotton
like-
ball
Oh,
things.
okay.
Yeah, the moons are the cotton balls.
Sorry. Go on.
And as you get closer to this weird little cotton ball planet, you can feel the ship start to slow down. And the rock gets lifted off your chest. Major Tom turns to you once navigation gives the all clear that the engines are recharging. And he says, "This is going to be our first stop. But I suggest we get some rest for tonight and we can explore the planet in the morning."
Multiple stops.
I would also like to point out that we don't technically slow down, we just stop getting faster.
What?
We don't slow down, we just stop getting faster.
Okay, whatever.
Throw checkers into space.
No, it's an important
Checkers is gonna get launched
distinction.
into orbit.
How did you get through your engineering classes? I have to ask.
What do you mean? That's just a well-known fact. You don't slow down in space, it's a vacuum.
Throw him over.
Okay, that actually.
Yes.
Well, if we
Why are you booing? I'm
put a
right.
reverse thruster on, we would slow down a little.
Well, yeah, if we reverse thruster, but that's not the point. We're not trying to slow down, we're trying to go faster.
The point being, okay. So you guys go to bed for the day. You wake up, you eat a nice hearty breakfast. And then Major Tom, with all of the excitement built back into his system again, he hands you guys a nice little flyer. I'm hoping you guys can actually read this.
Sleeps
Kind
most
of.
of the
Did you
day.
wait?
Here, we're gonna
Has been found. Scarlet teeth.
show to everyone.
Did
There.
you-
This one will be better.
The plant
Because
That's
I was
not
trying to
better.
upload. What?
That's not better.
What's
the,
not
the
better?
plant book or
Yes, the plant book.
I see.
There's another one. I'm.
The first one
Showing.
worked better for me.
The first one worked better?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, just
Okay. Well then, yes. Use whichever one works for you.
I like.
He gives you this little book of plants. He says, "These are the things I thought we could go and bring back so we can experiment and research what these things are later." I'm not really sure how to explain this. When we go down to this planet, you're gonna see a lot of robot parts. Checkers, if you want, you can one of these robot parts back. The plants on this planet are a little vicious.
Carnivorous.
At least to robots. Then maybe.
angry.
So there is evidence of alien life. Very interesting.
Of course.
The
I don't
government's
know if
been
these are
keeping this from
aliens
us.
technically. They're just the plant life.
But it says here smaller aliens
if it's
use
life
these
outside of
as
Earth, it's
houses.
The plant is an alien plant.
No, plant number 2 says that smaller aliens use these as houses. It's clearly there's enough intel to conclude that there's life here.
Well, yes, there is life. But whether or not it's an actual intelligent life, I suppose, is the better way to put it. Just from various things we've uncovered, some of these aliens use these plants as homes. Some of these aliens, I believe, use them for food. Others of them we don't know what they use these plants for, but they're there. Uh, Definitely something you want to keep an eye out for. Uh, we probably do want to arm ourselves just in case. There is extra ammo in the back, as well as that like is kept with the weapons. I would highly recommend taking it with you. But these are the few I believe we were the most intrigued with. One in particular, as you can see, looks very similar to something we have on Earth. We want to see if it has any relation to the species we have on Earth, but others of them, we just want to know kind of a little more about it. If we find any other kinds of plants, we just want to. These are the ones that we researched the most.
Alrighty then.
And this planet seemed the most diverse out of all of them.
Wait, this last one can be as big as 3 miles?
Mm-hmm.
How would we ever harvest this?
You don't.
We'd be like little bacteria walking across its surface.
That was just one that was as big as 3 miles. We don't. The other ones that we've seen haven't necessarily gotten that big, but
It's rare for a species to have this much variance in its size.
have you been the one studying these plants?
Well, no, but I look outside my field every now and then.
That's why we're here. And learn about these different types of plants because clearly I'm not sure what kind of things you have in your backyard, but I'm pretty sure these fuzzy looking things that look like cotton balls aren't necessarily native to Earth. So there's a lot of diversity in the universe, son. Not everything that's found outside your backyard can be found everywhere else.
If you insist, sir.
That's the spirit, and he slaps you on the back.
I guess it's as new to me as Aladdin is.
There you go. Keep thinking of things with an open mind. You'll be surprised at what you can uncover.
You sound so motivational.
I try to be. I've been told I'm a good leader if I can stay motivated.
You
And he
sounded less motivational there.
exactly. Now, who's ready for our first step outside?
Whoa.
Wait, did we already have nap time?
What?
I thought we were gonna sleep first.
No, we
We
did
already
that.
slept.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah,
okay.
we slept. We had breakfast.
Oh, wow. I missed that somehow.
You must have stayed up tinkering.
I must have.
Oh boy.
How dare. How dare.
All right.
All right.
We may need to help Checkers get his uniform on or his space suit on if he
No, I'm already in it.
has been up all night.
No, he soiled it.
No, one time.
It's his uniform. He didn't soil his spacesuit.
Wait, so he
I
doesn't have to
don't
wear his
need help.
uniform under his spacesuit?
Yeah. No, he doesn't.
Is that what I'm hearing right now?
What?
We don't have to wear our uniforms under our spacesuits?
No, you do. You do.
If you want to freeze to death or at least get some form of frostbite, go on ahead. Don't wear your uniform under your spacesuit.
Miguel's nipples get erect, and then he goes, "All right, I'll wear my uniform."
Is he some kind of?
Don't ask
I,
questions you don't want the answer to. His eyes just squint as he says it slowly.
Hmm.
leaving a lot of questions that just don't need to be answered.
But
Exactly.
what about?
But what about?
Oh, that's the rest of the quote. Start asking another question, and then that don't need to be answered.
That? Oh yeah.
Well,
That
what if
don't
you
need
had
to
a
be answered.
question that did need to be answered?
Don't need to be answered.
But what if it was a question that does need to be answered?
All right. Feel free to take whatever weapon or medical thing you feel you need. I'm
Well,
going outside.
well, I don't know what.
How many packs can we take in one sitting?
You could probably fit a few on your backpack.
All right, where do we
You
get?
have like a regular sized backpack that can fit a few different things. So at least one regular sized first aid kit. You can fit a couple shotguns there. The probably you see a lot of handguns essentially. You don't really see a lot of um other types of melee or not melee, range weapon. It's mostly handguns.
Shotgun and pistol. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, where are the weapon options?
Hmm.
Where are the weapon options for the informations? Like, where do I get the stats for the weapons?
Oh. Crap. That was another thing I couldn't figure out how to put it in. We'll
Well,
cross that bridge when we get to it.
well, since Checkers doesn't know what he's gonna need, he just grabs something that looks efficacious and portable.
Fair enough.
Shit. Holy shit.
He also takes probably a shovel, like one of those portable shovels. Seems like it'd be helpful. And
Yeah.
are we actually landed now, or
Are we what?
did we already land? Do we still have to do the landing procedure?
Well, yeah, we have to do the landing procedure. We're still hovering above this
Then,
planet's
then maybe it's
stratosphere.
too early to start like gearing up.
It's a pretty fast land, that one guy. You're fine.
Okay,
Doesn't have to be accurate.
I get that. I pick up and like a pickaxe and a shovel, the portable ones, and yeah, carry those with me. Aladdin, do you need
Done deal.
to prepare for the trip, Aladdin?
Oh no. We lost
Oh.
Aladdin.
Aladdin's gone.
Oh no.
Not
We'll
Aladdin.
we'll just say Aladdin grabs some stuff as well.
Here's hoping.
Um,
Otherwise,
you already have food that you put in your bags as well. And
yeah.
then you have various light sources, just in case. So flashlights. And then you also
Just two
received.
checkers.
No, I don't think we lost Checkers.
I'm here.
No, we didn't lose
Yeah,
Checkers, but we
okay,
gained
okay.
Aladdin back.
Yay. Sorry, every now and again, Checkers' icon just like fucking gives up.
Dude, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not in charge.
Checkers' icon is going nuts this whole
It-
stream.
Well, not from my point of view. You can see it on the stream.
Did
Yeah.
anyone's else
No.
website crash?
No, not yet.
Okay, because I just got kicked off the whatever this is called, Roll 20, and then I
In
guess
Discord?
my internet crashed.
Oh.
Oh
Well,
no.
But I think it's good now.
I hope
Are we
so.
on break then?
No.
No.
Oh, this is
No.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I was just telling them, you guys have food in your pack, as well as light sources, and uh, Major Tom gave each of you a little, it kind of like an herbalism kit where you have like scissors, you have um not as big of a shovel as Checkers took, but like a little trowel kind of deal, um, and just a little knife too for, well, two knives, one for scraping, one for cutting.
Okay.
Now, also, did you want to take other
And bags.
supplies?
Yes. Aladdin was the only one that hasn't picked supplies yet.
What other supplies is there?
Weapons, rope, med
Bigger
picks.
shovels.
I'm still adjusting to the surprise I got today. It looks like not today,
Um,
but yesterday. It looks like Aladdin.
I'll take a bigger shovel and then one of the weapons.
Okay. So, for weapons, you get like clubs and like spears and knives. And then you also get handguns, so pistols, revolvers, a Glock. Like you can really any of them. It's your big like shotguns and things that aren't gonna travel well. Those are more for interior purposes, like the big barrel guns. But there's a wall of those too.
I'll take a club.
Okay. Once I figure out how to do the stats on those, we'll figure that out when we. That one guy, you may have to stay with me after this session.
Sure.
Just have go through that really quick.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing I could not figure out.
I mean, I don't know if I can.
Oh well, you're the next one DMing anyway.
Oh.
For our next one shot, maybe.
Yeah.
So you'll have to figure it out anyway. So that it's good that we figure anyway. So there's a separate little pad, and they get ready to. We're starting to lower into this planet's stratosphere. You see the planet get closer and closer, and then you kind of feel yourself land
Well, that was much
on
more
the.
pleasant than taking off.
Yeah, for whatever reason, the engineers haven't really told me how this ship works, but
What?
they gave me a very brief overview. But I'm a scientist, not
Pause.
necessarily an engineer, so some of it made sense, others of it did not. But it had something to
Pause.
do.
Are you and you're our captain?
Look.
Unpause.
They promised me that it would be okay, and I trust them.
It's a collaborative research environment.
Yes. That, and there's also a big manual on how everything, and they ensured me that Checkers was very knowledgeable.
Indeed, I am. You're in good hands, sir.
Exactly. Like I said, each one of you has a special skill that will be able to aid this mission in exactly the way it needs.
Mm,
Especially Aladdin.
Especially Aladdin. He's
Right.
the most useful
especially
one.
Aladdin.
Aladdin!
Most likely.
But
He's
yes,
the only one that hasn't kind of embarrassed himself today.
by pooping in his pants and taking off his clothes.
Yep.
Hey, I just got your message that your internet went out.
It's not.
Oh boy. So, you open the doors to the spacecraft and you see this planet filled with all kinds of different plants and rocks, and you see, weirdly enough, a few nits that look very close, but they're actually not this close. It's just your eyes playing tricks on you. Or is it the plants making everything
Ooh.
weirdly close? We don't know. But immediately, the Major starts taking little snips of the grass clippings and other weird plants and putting them in a bag.
I
He
guess.
says, "These aren't the big plants that we were looking for, but these are new and unique plants in general. So we're going to want to test these as well.
Is that grass?
What are we testing them for, sir?
We're just doing basic research."
But
On
surely there's a purpose in mind.
It's grass.
It's grass. Well, we're testing them for all kinds of different things: medicinal properties, edibility,
Edible
I guess.
arrangements.
See, it's not just me. I sing that song too. And we just want to see as well if there's any relation to the plants we have on Earth.
Oh yeah,
Just kind of your
that makes
basic
sense.
knowledge to see like what the other planets are like.
That makes sense, sir.
But does it?
Yes, yes.
But the big ones
I'm sorry.
we're going for are going to be these ones in the plant book. So I guess, do we want to stick together or do we want to split up in groups of 2?
I suggest we stick together. This is an unknown area to us, and splitting up could easily prevent us from getting lost. Oh no, splitting up could easily cause us to getting lost with no way to contact each other
I
or to
agree.
really help each other.
I
We,
Especially
also
if we
think
like.
that's a good idea.
Excellent.
Well,
I knew you guys would make a great team.
do we even know how the magnetic field of this planet functions? Do our compasses work?
Well, from what I understood with the robots, the compasses work, but there's a mountain that we get to that kind of throws the compasses out of whack. But that is closer to the other side of the mountain. But it's actually where one of the bigger plants are. So when we
yeah,
get close to that, that's when we have to be extra. And he pulls out his plant book and he says, "See that one with the teeth? That's the one near the mountain that throws the compass off."
of course it is.
Of course.
Yep.
Well, we'll have to find a way.
But
We'll have to mark the ship's coordinates in some sort of log so that we don't get lost.
should it
I
be a
agree.
captain's
What do
log?
you guys have in mind?
Well, surely we can chart our course on some sort of computer as we progress.
Ah, yes. And Major Tom, pulls out a little teeny map and he says, "This is kind of similar, I guess. The way the robots kind of tracked everything, we were lucky enough to land close to where one landed originally. It should be around here somewhere.
Checkers pulls up his chat GPT software and quickly writes some code that incorporates data from the compass and software in his spacesuit to measure the distance and direction that he's been going.
Ah, excellent.
How many hours do we have left before the sun goes down on this planet? Do we have about
do we know
approximate
that
time
this-
as
Do we know that the sun goes down on this planet?
That's a good question.
How
Well-
many suns are there on this planet?
From what I can tell, see that big yellow thing over there?
That looks like another planet.
It acts similar to our full moon.
Are we close
So,
to the
well,
sun?
No. Well, we don't technically have sunlight. We have moonlight. So everything seems to be rather, I guess, dark
Not
to some
brittle.
degree, but you have light, but it's not terribly cold.
Oh,
Well, our spacesuits
But-
are insulating us anyway.
Exactly.
All right.
sure.
Well, we've shirked
From
work
what
enough.
the robot gathered originally, I believe the average is about 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's not terrible.
A scientist who uses Fahrenheit? Sus.
This
Out
is
of
America.
character. I don't
Oh my
remember the Celsius.
That's okay. I forgive you. Something like 5.
Oh,
You're being real critical.
No. I'm just having fun with it.
We're
Uh-huh.
playing a game that's fantasy.
Is
Yeah,
this
that one
the
guy.
real life? Is this just fantasy?
You better watch it or you're gonna find your way jettisoning out into space.
Look, I am just
Major
bringing
Tom,
up.
why are you threatening checkers? What's going on?
I'm just bringing up
It's
the
all the
relevant
character.
questions. I just asked if there was a sun, and our scientist revealed himself to be a fraud. That's not my own fault.
That's it. You're getting jettisoned out into space at some point.
No. But anyways, now that we have a map and we have all our equipment, let's go collect samples.
Yes, I guess
Yeah.
the first order of business would be to follow or attempt to find the tracks from our bots. You see, they left these little markings along the side of some of these rocks and plant life. Kind of like a little etch, but it was like a really bright red mark on the side of these rocks. And Major Tom points one out, and it's a pretty deep indent. It's like it's a gash. You can tell it's pretty much made by a robot. That's all that you need to know.
Robot.
Yes, this is how we'll
Oh,
find
it's a
some of the
robot.
plants if we really want. To follow this, or we can go on and explore without the robot path. It's up to you guys. I would prefer, I guess, staying on the path, but if you guys are confident enough, I trust my crew.
Like I said, I've rigged up a system to mark our direction and distance, so we
Out
shouldn't
of
get
character,
lost.
I don't know if I trust a guy's smarts who chooses the token of Fry.
That's fair. Your point is very sustained. It's very valid.
Back in character. Yeah. I trust you, Checkers. If we want, we can follow you, or we can follow the robot path. I feel like either way, we will get some good research specimen.
The robot path.
Well, yes, I also
I
agree
see
the
no
robot
reason
path.
to risk our lives. Robot.
Excellent.
I'm not sure that the robot path doesn't risk our lives. Everything here
I
is
mean,
so new,
you know, like,
so
risk our lives less.
Well, yes.
Less chances of us stepping on an alien bug that might poison us or something.
Ah, correct. So, we start our journey.
yes.
Yes.
Snip, snip.
Yes. What a beautiful
When
mass of plant life we have here. I I'm not of the markings. Go ahead and roll. Oh, what is it called now?
search,
It's something different in.
search.
Yeah,
I'm
it is
guessing.
search in D20 Modern. Go ahead and roll search. See if looking for all kinds of.
Remember that the difficulty ratings are going to be a little different in this, so just keep that in mind when you're thinking of the difficulty.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You can either roll a search or a spot.
Well, spot is supposed to be for if you're, like, search is for if you're actively looking, and spot is if you're just, like, if you happen to glance it. What?
You can choose whichever one you want.
We'll go with that first 16. Oh my. Oh. 0. Did 0 die?
You might
He's
have.
muted.
No. Not again.
Oh, maybe his microphone gave out.
That might be it.
Or his internet.
When I'm mute, could not hold back my. Oh well, okay.
He couldn't
Could not hold back
what?
my nickname.
What does that
Okay.
mean?
I don't know. Okay, so as you are looking through for the little robot markings, let's see, what were we rolling? Checkers definitely spots it pretty much immediately. And you Aladdin, you don't spot it right away, but like once you notice that Checkers is a little more off than normal, at least from what you can tell.
What do you mean?
Let's see what you
He
find.
already seemed off to begin with.
Well, yes.
That's just not true.
It's all true.
It's all true.
No, it is not.
But you guys find your first little bit of
Plant sample?
yes.
Specimen?
Yes. Well, specifically Checkers, because we're gonna say Miguel doesn't notice it and actually almost steps on it.
What did Aladdin roll? Oh, I see.
Yeah, he
Wait, I
He
only
rolled a
see
16.
Aladdin's rolls. I don't see Miguel's rolls.
Well, yeah, that's because something happened to Miguel before he could actually roll.
Oh, I see. Okay.
What color is my skin? Oh, I see.
Because you're a Haribo.
No, Zero had to go to the bathroom.
Oh.
What does his skin color have to do with that?
He pooped his pants.
Kawaii Yume and I call him Dookie Brown. Because
Oh.
his skin color, it was the color of Dookie's. Oh, that was so mean when we came up with that. Oh my god, that was bad. But yes, so you find your first little plant,
Yay!
or rather, a village of plants. I shared with you the first thing you came up against. And
The
so,
mysterious note.
mysterious note. Yeah, for whatever reason, that's the only way I can share things to you guys. I don't really know.
No, it just automatically calls them mysterious notes, I think. When
Well,
they're
no,
created.
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Can I investigate this little village?
You can indeed. Is there something specific you're investigating?
Well, since it looks like a village, and I think in the plant book it said something about, let's see, smaller areas, houses. So looking
yes.
for any sign of life in this village.
Correct. You.
Let me roll.
Okay.
I'm trying to find it.
There's an investigate and an outvestigate.
Well, I want the in.
Very good then.
Oh, perfect. So you kind of get down on your knees a little bit, but you're kind of scrunching, but your monkey ears provide much better hearing than regular human ears, and you can hear the faint sounds of little aliens going la 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 la.
Suddenly, I am very annoyed.
Do you also roll
No.
to investigate that, Checkers?
No, Checkers begins to scoop up a house.
Oh no!
Wait, don't do that. I believe there's
But it's on the sheet.
something living in there.
But we need it for the...
You see little blue things start to fall.
We need one of these.
Hands, as the house also starts to crumble in his hands.
How,
God.
like, how person-like do these things look? Should I be, like, concerned, or would I just...
We'll see this little blue thing that came out of the house.
Yeah, but I mean, back on our planet, we have animals, right? And, I mean, I don't want to be insensitive, but sometimes, like, we neglect the needs of those animals. We neglect them for the benefit of, like, humanity, right? Is this one of those times?
Oh my god.
Well, if you kill them, we won't know.
I'm
Major
not...
Tom immediately looks at you. Oh, I didn't realize they were that fragile.
I mean, I didn't kill them. They're just, like, on the ground. They'll build new burrows.
House.
They'll
You see a
build new
few of them
burrows.
start to come up to Checkers and start kicking his foot.
Kiki Schlub.
Kiki sloves.
Probably Checkers goes to step on them.
No, wait, Checkers, don't do that. And you see Major
Oh.
Tom.
Yeah?
It's important that we don't disturb the life here. We don't know.
But I've already
What is-
disturbed it. It's too late. You should have mentioned that earlier.
Why would you want to harm this life here? We don't know what they're capable of.
What do you
You've
think we're
already made
doing
them
when
upset.
What do you think we're doing when we're taking specimens of different plants? You've already mentioned that some of them are highly carnivorous. I'm sure we're at as much risk from them as they are from us.
You have a point, Checkers. But
And with that, I put the little house in the baggie. Sample acquired.
I think we can take a smaller sample than that.
Well, what if we need the roots? What if we
I
need
advise.
the whole thing?
Oh boy.
We probably need more than one, too.
I advise that we scrape off a little, see if we can't remove a piece of the house without taking the entire house.
Well, we need the whole thing. Look, and I point to the bottom where the roots are. It goes down into the earth, right? We want the roots of our plants back
This
on.
isn't Earth.
Yeah, but
Why don't we?
the point is that there's an important difference between the top and the bottom that we have to investigate.
Well, now that we have a more fragile that specimen, it looks, as you can see from my notes, Checkers, there is another part of it that, when it's not lived in, is quite sturdy.
Well, all right, let's look for a not lived in one then. I didn't know this one was lived in, I just picked one up at random.
And that life forms were trying to harm you.
Well, that's
The schnapps.
that's not really a big problem for us. It's like if ants come to invade your house, certainly you spray them and you kick them out, right?
But how do you know that these little things don't have any benefit to us?
I'm not saying they don't have benefit. I'm just saying that they might just be ants. Little blue ants.
They seem to be more developed than ants.
Ants are pretty developed. You know,
They have homes with windows on them.
oh, I didn't notice this one had windows on it.
Yes,
My bad.
you're not very.
I look for one of these mushrooms that has no windows and no door.
Yes, try to look for that.
And for what it's worth, I guess I put this one back on the ground where I found it.
I thought you put that in the bag.
I did, but now I take it out of the bag and put it back where I found it.
Major
Well, we
Tom
already-
uploaded them.
It's broken. Why don't we just take that back as well?
Okay, I pick it back up from where I had put it down, and I pocket it again.
There's a lot
There's not.
to unpack here.
There's not.
We'll work on your sensitivity later.
Sensitivity
We're
training.
exploring a new planet. I'm not sure that sensitivity really comes into play. We have to be proactive and self-defensive. We have to put ourselves first for the betterment of mankind.
You hear growling in the corner.
I'm not sure what that's about. From...
Okay. You hear growling from the corner of the village where a bunch of houses are.
That
Do
seems
you
dangerous.
investigate it?
Send
Yeah.
Checkers over.
Why Checkers? Why not Aladdin? Aladdin
Offer
seems
him as a
like...
sacrifice. He destroyed the village.
That's not true. Alright, I go to take a look.
Can't believe you just destroyed that village.
I was just doing my job. I don't see why
thought
I'm
we were
being.
supposed to preserve-
I'm getting so much flack
Are
for
you
just
rolling
doing
for
what I'm
that,
supposed
Checkers?
to. Yeah, sure. Is it investigation or spot? In this case, I feel like
It'll be
spot is.
spot.
Yes. I think this is more what spot was made for.
Yep.
Can I see any
Do any of
or-
you, Aladdin, Miguel, do you also attempt to use spot?
No.
Okay. Checkers.
I do. I do. I want to use spot. Oh, what the fuck was that?
I knew that's what was gonna
What
What
did I
is-
just see?
What does this have
You
to do with
see-
me?
happen.
Checkers sees a giant, much bigger than the little blue things that had fallen out of the house.
Can you compare its size to Aladdin?
He's this thing is a little bigger than Aladdin. Actually,
How much
Aladdin,
bigger?
what kind of monkey are you? Did we ever actually say?
I don't know. I just put monkey size down for my size.
Monkey. You'll be a
Spider
regular
monkey.
sized munchie. So
He's
yeah,
the
I guess your
monkey.
regular brown monkey.
But he's blue.
This blue thing that's not Aladdin is much wider than Aladdin, but it's probably about a little shorter than Aladdin. So probably like a few inches shorter than Aladdin. But still pretty sizable. If we if we're going by Aladdin's height, I believe Aladdin is about thigh high. This thing is definitely in between the mid thigh and the knee, like a regular sized kneecap.
Does it look threatening enough that I want to draw my weapon?
It's definitely threatening.
I guess I'm gonna draw my weapon then.
Do you want to draw your weapon?
I guess for
what do you
context,
guys wanna
Checkers is from
do?
America, so yes.
Oh, okay. You withdraw your weapon, and at this point, this thing notices you and is coming down. We're running at you. At this point, Major Tom decides to tell you guys to run.
But we don't know if we can outrun it. I start shooting.
No,
Okay, don't start shooting yet, because I don't know
no,
this.
you
I was gonna
can't.
say I
You
will.
can?
Well, I don't have the information for my weapon.
Crap, I don't know how to. Let's see. Okay, I should have.
It's okay, I'll just run. I'll just run for now.
No, it's okay. The schlubs.
Oh, schlub.
You're a
Schlub,
schlub.
schlub.
Let's see. Where is it? Where is it?
Where is it?
Where's Harvey? Ah, look, more schlub houses.
Schlubs.
Oh, the schlubs. I had it at one point. Did I accidentally delete it like a fool? No, because that's gonna be. That's not a splash weapon. Move this. Don't move. This. Modern.
You can maybe just tell
Falling
me what
damage.
page it's on in the in which book.
Well, that's just it. I'm trying to find it.
Okay.
I'm trying to find it. We have stalled the game. Oh no. Equipment, skills, basic. Table, defense, wealth. This is useless. D20 modern. What the? There it is. Handguns. 104. Let's see. You are looking at. What kind of gun did you have again?
I took something portable and efficacious.
Uh, what does that mean?
Probably a pistol of some sort, not likely to be a rifle, but probably laser, more likely than just a bullet.
Um,
For context, I also see laser pistol in the D20 future guide, so that seems like the one that I would have probably gone with.
okay. Then yes, that is the one you went with.
Very
Because
good.
I was in regular D20 modern.
Laser pistol.
Alright, what do we got? What are the stats for that laser pistol?
It deals 2d8 damage and it crits on the 20. And it
Oh,
requires a
okay.
license
Go for
to
it.
own. I'm assuming that the license is no longer necessary since we're with the government, so
Yes, the license is no longer necessary. Because you did pass all your training, so that's essentially your license.
plus that's usually an acquisition thing, so since I've acquired it through other means, I'm sure I can bypass it that too. Alright, so I don't exactly remember if I get like dexterity bonuses. I'll have to look into that a little bit more later, but for now I'll just assume it's just a roll 20.
Yes. Oh, well.
It's cover fire. It's what's known as a warning shot.
Either way, you miss.
Alright, well that's fine.
You miss, and you seem to have just made it more angry.
It was a warning shot.
So she's attempting to run at you faster, as fast as her little legs can carry her, protecting her village. What do you do now,
I
Checkers? Do
guess
you run
now
with
I
the rest of
run,
them?
yes.
Miguel, do you run with, I'm assuming, Aladdin and Checkers and Major Tom? Aladdin, did you run?
I did not partake in anything that Checkers was doing. So, yes, I
What
started running
what have you done?
Okay.
before. I was the one that investigated the village. Thank you very much. While you picked it
Uh-huh.
up.
I was doing
You picked it up.
I was doing what we came here to do. Don't yell at me.
Oh my god. Okay. Uh, Miguel,
Yeah.
are you dead?
So I am asleep.
Okay, no, you're there. You're there. Okay.
um, shite. I am actually trying to figure out how to. Do I just roll the d20
Yes.
To attack or
to attack? Yeah,
Oh, you
and
miss.
I did bad.
You miss extra bad and end up smoking one of the chimneys off of the little house, further
No.
enraging her. And now you notice, like, as soon as the chimney falls, one of the little blue creatures that had fallen from when Checkers had picked up the initial house, there are more of them, and you can hear them going as you imagine it's some kind of yelling because you see the gestures, they're like, "What the heck is this? Why would you do this to my chimney?" And then you see them turn and start angry fisting, like angry shaking at you.
Yes, angry fisting at you.
Angry fisting at you. Uh, what do you do, Miguel?
I hmm.
Mind
Fire
you,
again?
Checkers was the one that started all of this.
Yeah, Checkers started this. They weren't. They were when Aladdin
I was doing the job I was paid to
investigated
do.
earlier. They were just
They were
humming a
not
little song.
aggressive.
Yeah, they were not aggressive.
Why am I getting so much flack
I
for working?
I drop my gun and hold my hands up. I'm not a fighter anyways. I'm more of a nerd.
Oh, sure, after you miss your shot, you're not a fighter.
All the tiny people start running at you and they start kicking you in the foot. However, um the big blue lady ignores you and continues her run at Checkers. What do you do, Checkers? Do you hide? Do you keep running? What do you want to
I'm
do?
gonna climb, if there are any tree-like objects.
Yes, there are some trees. So essentially, the schlubs. We're just gonna call them the schlubs for now.
Yeah, I'm gonna
They
climb one of
are
those.
over in. So this front red plant that you see, they're like in between that red plant and this pink green stick thing. So these things that look like palm trees, you can climb them.
Are they?
You can climb them. Whether or not they're sturdy is really on you.
Are they tall enough to get me away from this thing?
Yeah, if you make it up to the little
I'll
bulb
start
here.
climbing.
Okay, go ahead. Roll a climb. Roll to climb.
I'm rolling. Oh,
Oh, you have some difficulties.
uh-huh.
You make it up partway to the tree, and she's already at the base of your leg, just kind of clawing at it.
Oh no, I'm in danger. Oh, I get my attack bonus. I forgot about the attack bonus.
Yes, your attack bonus.
Yes.
Okay, at
Yes,
this point,
your
Major
attack
Tom has hidden, but he is going to. Let's see.
And for a ranged weapon, you do get your dexterity modifier.
Yeah,
I am just confirming.
correct. He is. So Major Tom is going to tear open some of the freeze dried food he has and toss it at the schlub. So we are gonna. I don't think that would be a dexterity
Yeah,
throw,
I
correct?
think you would just treat it as a ranged weapon attack, just the same. Even though you're not doing damage with it, you're trying to kind of use a thrown weapon to feint an opponent.
Yeah, an improvised weapon.
So to speak.
Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead. Oh. Well,
Mhm.
Major Tom misses,
Perfect.
but like lands close enough, I guess. Does one of you attempt to? She doesn't notice it. She doesn't notice it at all. Aladdin, Miguel, do you have anything to do
Nope.
to attempt to help
I
Checkers?
I'm just gonna watch
Oh.
this unfold.
No one wants to help you, Checkers.
That's unfortunate. I am the only one who's shown himself to have an aptitude for the ship's systems. If they let me go and something goes wrong with the ship, who are they going to rely on?
This is all talk. You've shown no proof.
Okay. Major Tom is gonna go get the thing of food he had thrown at the schlub. It's near enough, but at the same time, he's just gonna show it to her.
Oh wow.
As she's gnashing her teeth and all this other stuff, he gets close enough where he just tosses it in front of the schlub.
I warned him that that's dangerous. Can't he see it's got sharp teeth? It's clearly carnivorous.
Oh yeah.
He
Or edgy.
he listens to you and runs behind a rack.
Perfect.
The schlub gets a little waft of whatever's going on in the freeze-dried food. She picks it up. You see her kind of gnaw at it a little bit. She spits it out, but takes it back to the village.
Okay. Well, that
And
worked out.
she weasels herself back into one of the small houses.
Well, that worked out just fine. And we got a nice specimen.
We still should consider finding one of the not hollowed
Yeah.
house things.
Again, I didn't realize that these would be inhabited.
Do you see why you have to be more careful?
Well, yeah, I guess.
You were almost killed.
Almost.
Well, look, I mean, I don't see why no one else was firing on that thing. What did we bring the weapons for if we weren't gonna shoot
I believe
when we
someone
were in
else
danger?
did try.
Uh-huh. And then they dropped that someone else just dropped their gun and ran away.
I did not run. I sat there and just kind of chilled.
Uh-huh.
You brought this on yourself.
I suppose you are correct. Just aim to be more careful next time, will you?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. That's all I can ask going forward. You are all too valuable to lose so early on our adventure.
Wow.
I'm just saying. We all know that we may die here,
Uh-huh.
but let's try to survive as long as we can.
You make it sound like a foregone conclusion. I don't intend to die here. This was just an unlucky start to what is going to be a very fortuitous expedition.
Well, if you feel so unlucky this first round, consider looking down because you almost stepped on what looks to be an uninhabited house, my friend.
Uh-huh. Well, if I step on it, that'll just crush it into small pieces that'll make it easier to collect. In any case, I get out of the tree and begin to collect it.
Take this as a warning as we continue our exploration of this planet, my friends. Not everything is out to get you, so long as you are nice to it.
Except what's not.
Sure. That thing was provoked.
Sure it was.
You killed a house.
I
Entire
collected a
house.
specimen. I don't understand. This is what we're here to do.
Uh-huh. And just come on. Let's continue our journey.
Yes, let's go on.
Let's look for the other plants as we wander onto the next little patch of land past the trees. You start to notice even more trees,
More trees.
much fuzzier than the other one. But this is where we will end the session tonight. Being almost killed by a schlub.
I can't
Bye,
believe this happened to me.
Wow.
You angered the schlubs, the
So-
once peaceful schlubs.
Somehow. One sec.
To
Oh, wait.
understand these references, please watch Billy and Mandy.
There's wait.
Cartoon Network's Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Uh-huh. There's oh, we don't have a closing ending part 1 anymore. I guess
Oh,
we'll just,
yeah, no, we
yeah.
do not. No, we do not.
Somehow I am once again playing the snarky know-it-all character. Maybe this speaks to who I am as a person.
Sure.
Oh
I
no.
think you just kind of adapted that once you started calling me out, friend.
No, I looked at my characters. I looked at my character's intelligence and it was pretty high, so I was like, okay, so he's probably just not interested in like the background mission stuff, but he's an engineer, so he's very interested in like ship systems and like space and stuff. So that's my explanation for why he doesn't have any information on the actual mission, but he's very knowledgeable about the ship systems and like
Nah, that makes sense.
space.
But yes,
I'm
thank
just
you
making
guys
Miguel
for...
Dr. Krieger.
I don't know who that is.
Chrysalis is just a munchie. But yes, thank you for joining on what is the first of more than likely 2 sessions, hopefully not 3, for this quote-unquote one-shot. Hooray! Sorry for the messy
Yay.
start. We'll get it
That's
figured out next time. Otherwise, we will see you time you pop in, friends. Have a good night, and see you soon.
Goodbye.
Bye.